Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages, welcome to East Noble High School as we have reached Saturday, Championship Saturday, as we're about 6 minutes away here from tip-off between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Carroll Chargers, and the home team in white, the Snider Panthers. Both of these teams earned the right last night in their respective semifinals. Snider defeating East Noble. I believe that was a 19-point victory for the Panthers. And Carroll defeating a top boy. They just wouldn't go away. The Legends of Northside. That final was 75-70. And we got ourselves a good one. The Chargers and Panthers, these two SAC foes, know each other well. They obviously play regular season basketball together. They did not get to lace it up this year in the SAC Holiday Tournament. So just one game on the schedule between these two teams for both of them in the regular season. That was a victory by Carroll earlier in the season, and one of the 17 wins for the Carroll Chargers and head coach Marty Beasley in his 16th season. Again, we're thrilled to be here. Should be a fun one. We've had some good ones this sectional. A 3-overtime thriller on Tuesday as Snider eked by DeKalb. And then a good one last night, actually, we were here, and Carroll held off the hungry, young Northside Legends by 5 and ended up 75-70. And again, that was another one of the Carroll's 17 wins on the season. And again, they played Snider back on January 29th. That final, that was a close one at Snider. The Chargers won that 65-63, and we're expecting another good one tonight simply because these two teams match up well. There's no real monster in the middle. Now, that said, Jalen Jackson does a whole lot of damage in the basket area. For Coach Beasley's squad, they find creative ways to get him down there. He's an excellent offensive rebounder, as is number 55, the senior, Sam Stricker. Does a nice job. But, really, Stricker might be the tallest Charger of all of them. They got him listed at 6'4". Zach Castater at 6'5", more of a wing player. And Snider really, really similar, 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". Athletic guys, long arms, but no real monsters. So they match up really, really well. But they do play very different styles. Carroll will get out and run off of defensive stops. They can get out. They pass it well collectively as a team, and they can transition for easy baskets. But they run their X's and O's very, very well. They don't turn it over a ton. And then Snider with a five wide kind of open offense. They got cutters. They got dribblers. They love the flare screens. They will chuck it from behind the arc. I think last night in their victory against East Noble, they shot more three-point field goals than twos. And, again, I don't know if they can shoot it any better than Northside did last night. The Legends were on fire from behind the arc. But if any team in this sectional can do it, it's the Snider Panthers. They got shooters. And then, again, if we flip it back, we said they match up so well. The Chargers have shooters. Cody Berkey, Ryan Preston, Zachary Castater, they have all shot it well the entire season, the entire sectional. And so it should be a fun one. Obviously, I think the matchup is going to be, it's going to come down to the Maestro. We called him the Maestro. We called him the Orchestrator last night. Jalen Jackson, the junior, does everything. Mr. Statistical Category Leader for the Chargers. Who does Snider match up on him? My pick, because of where he does his damage, I would not be surprised if the Panthers come out and put the junior, number 21, Grant Brown. He's a 6'4" junior, physical, strong guard. Obviously, you got Jenkins, you got Jade Moore. Elijah Brown played very well last night. Number 2, the sophomore. Well, actually, a lot of times last night, Elijah Brown found himself on the 6'9", big fella for the Knights, Chris Hood. And so it might be a plethora of Panthers defending Jackson tonight. But whoever it is, you want that person to be able to be physical, and if you can guard him one-on-one and maybe not let him go for 30 tonight, I think you're going to have a good chance. It's going to be difficult because Jackson's so good at drawing fouls, so good at getting into the basket area, but also a facilitator out of the basket area, finding his perimeter shooters. Should be a fun one. These coaches know each other well. These players know each other well. And we're about a minute away here from tip. Here as we'll meet the starting lineups. Turn it over to the East Noble PA for this one. And there you have it, your favorite song and mine. Let's meet your starters. And nothing different in the starting lineups. The same five we've seen all sectionals. This is Snider's third game. They defeated DeKalb in a thriller 66-61 on Tuesday. And then East Noble last night by 15. Carroll, on the other hand, defeated the Bruins in a big one 70-41 on Tuesday. And then held off the Legends last night 75-70. to earn the right to play in this championship. Should be a good one. Snider in white, Carroll in blue. We got fans, we got officials. Cheerleaders ready with the palms. We got a Wilson, Evolution Jet Basketball. Adam Day, your videographer extraordinaire, scanning left to right. Brown, Stricker, jumping it up. And the Panthers, both of these teams, when they want to run, Snider does like to run a little bit more so, but they are both effective. Carroll will seek the opportunities. Jenkins so good at getting by that initial defender all sectional long. Lambert steps into a 22-footer, and Coach Roush loves the start. He's focused on the next play, but he loves seeing Aiden Lambert, the 6'2 junior, knock it down. Stricker, and the more you watch Stricker, you like his play. Jenkins with that wingspan. I'm going to say the word wingspan a lot. Put it on your bingo board for this one. You're going to hit it a lot because Carson Jenkins, Jalen Jackson, those two little go-go gadget, they make so many plays on both ends of the floor. Watch the flare screen here. Well defended. But an excellent read. Lambert got another good look. And Jackson, boy, he can just go. When he puts it on the deck, he and Jenkins, so good. He did not have the advantage there, but eked through, snuck through. I think he put a little grease on the jersey tonight as he snuck by the couple defenders there, finding angles that aren't there. Lambert, more, hit 6 of them last night, and he hits another tonight. It's almost like Lambert attacked the rim to set that up. The Panthers, again, do not be surprised if they shoot more threes than twos. Kind of like the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA, the Warriors in the NBA. And they do have Brown. This is the matchup I kind of expected, having watched these two teams play this week. Brown 6'4". But Jackson's reach gives him such an advantage down there. And Stricker, he's got Jade Moore on him, pursued that offensive rebound and a putback for the Chargers. So 2 threes for Snider. Couple of layups for the Chargers. Here's Lambert, guarded by Stricker. Brown, he will shoot it from out there, as all of these Panthers will. Tyler Harding, number 11, you haven't seen him touch it yet, but he hit 3 in the first 3.5 minutes last night in their win against East Noble. They will spread you, will the Panthers. This is Hedgecock on the bounce, and Jenkins, boy, read that. There's that wingspan. Put another X on the board. I just said it, but he gets so many deflections. Number 1 in white. And then so good at taking it the other way quickly. This is Ryan Preston, a sophomore. They love to put Jackson high. He'll reverse it and then see if they give him a back screen here. They love to get him in the blocks, moving with an advantage. He's got Grant Brown on him. And again, Jackson's so good down there, but Snider's almost got to be somewhat relieved. Last night they had to defend 6'9" Chris Hood, who scored 26 points and was just dominant in the basket area last night against these Snider defenders. Caught it so many times without dribbling, just turned and laid it in. So at least Jackson's going to have to earn it tonight. Boy, Snider might have. Not many times you go up against Jalen Jackson in the basket area and you say, oh, well, at least he's not the guy we had last night. Lambert, sneaky. Harding, well defended. Nice rotation. Brown going to have another corner 3. Short again, and Berkey the defensive rebound. One thing the Chargers can do well is defend the bounce. Snider, especially Jenkins, got around the initial defender a lot last night, but they rotated well. And especially in that second half, really made Northside shoot difficult shots. They didn't get a lot of clean looks. Jackson rises up so well there. Patient in there. Again, they got him listed at 6'2", but he played so much bigger than his height. And in the basket area. Flare screen again for Moore. Top of the key. Stricker read it. But Moore, a great look. And again, we mentioned Carroll will run. Great transition defense. And I mean great transition defense by Snider. 5, 6, maybe 7 times last night. Carroll took a defensive rebound, and Northside did not get back as a team collectively in transition. And give Jade more credit. You know Coach Roush was harping on that. We cannot, on the defensive board, give up outlet passes. And we're going to show you that highlight, boy. Not much of a highlight, but that is a key, going to be key, for Snider in this one. Berkey took a big charge late yesterday. Harding misses a 3. They've shot 5 of them, have the Panthers, have hit 2. And we're tied at 6 now, under 4 minutes. We are moving, not a lot of whistles here early in the first quarter. Box set. Here's a cross screen for Stricker. They're going to run Berkey up through Jenkins. Boy, he anticipated that well. The game moves slow for Carson Jenkins. He reads things so very well. And that would have been a leak-out lay-in had Berkey not fouled him. Little elevator screen. Jenkins was not even the initial defender, but saw it coming. And Stricker is a heck of a perimeter defender. Again, we mentioned this last night. He passes the football look test, but the 55 in blue is a basketball player. He defended the perimeter well there. I got to tell you, if I'm an NAIA school, I don't know where Stricker's going to play his collegiate basketball or if he even wants to. But I love him on the perimeter. He's an excellent passer, strong already. He's got a college body already. My goodness, what do you bench, Sam? 250, 300. As Zachary Cassader checks in. Can run the point. Oh, don't make me look good, Sam. Oh, my goodness. He was going to hit the triple, which he can do. Jenkins got the defender moving one way quickly. Crossed it. Got to the rim, the junior. Comfortable out there. Speaking of comfortable juniors, there's Jalen Jackson. I don't know if he ever shoots without shot faking first. Got his own rebound there and then got the defender up. Always under control, especially in the basket area. Lambert, he's already hit 1 3. That one missed. And we're right at about the 2-minute mark. 8-8 here in the first. And there's Jackson again. So hard to guard one-on-one. Kind of let out a little yell there. He's got 8 points, and that's when Northside last night really took advantage. When he got into that first half foul trouble, he picked up his second early. Northside got up 8, took a 6-point halftime lead into the locker room. But then it was the Jackson show in the third quarter as he really put it on offensively. I think he scored 14 points in that third quarter as the Chargers scored 29. And in the gap was Berkey. I think they're going to get him on that. Let's see what the official holds up with the hand. He holds up the 5, and that means Berkey's second personal. He's already walking to the bench. As Coach Beasley sends in Charles Rudolph, number 20. Another sophomore. So he and Preston out there as sophomores for the Chargers. Stricker and Cassader, the seniors. And again, guess who defending the perimeter? Stricker. Gets a wide stance and then slides him. Puts that chest right into you. Tough to get by. Number 55. He's got it. And they do now have Brown. Brown, number 2, and White checked in for Snider. He's got Jackson defensive responsibilities. And nice help side. Jackson got by him on the back cut. Brown played so well. 3 dunks last night, 2 of them of the spectacular fashion. Step back by Jenkins. My goodness, that's good basketball. The help was there. The help side defender was Stricker. But Jenkins turned it into a step back just to hit a mid-range. High-level basketball here in the first quarter. Jackson for Carroll with 8 points. Jenkins now for Snider with 4. And Carroll looks to be holding for the last shot. They love to run box set look. Watch for Jackson on the baseline backdoor. They'll probably run a shooter off of the elevator screen up the middle. Here's the elevator. Rudolph didn't like what he saw. Snider switches the ball screen. What a catch! Couldn't get it to go. Was Jackson, and boy, both of those players fell hard. Well defended by the Panthers. They might have had a morning walkthrough because they're playing some excellent defense, are the Panthers and the Chargers. We're tied at 10. Be right back here at SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back to quarter number 2. Let's go to a couple of quick highlights here. Watch this one. Jackson gets his own rebound. Watch the up fake. Gets the defender up. So comfortable down there. He's got 8 points. Missed a layup there at the end of the first quarter. Went down hard. He appears to be okay. Rudolph, Stricker, Jackson, Preston, and Catstater on the floor for Carroll. Moore, Brown, Jenkins, Elijah Brown, and number 5, Cadrell Billingsley out there for Snider. Brown, this is his third attempt of the half. Couldn't get it to go. Jackson just blows by Elijah Brown. Made that look so easy. It was not, because Elijah Brown is a heck of an athlete. But Jalen Jackson just hit the go button. Here's Elijah Brown. Maybe not a three-point shooter. He shoots that one. 7:08 to go, and Carroll now looking to add to their 2-point lead. Preston defended by Carson Jenkins. Here's Stricker. And a pretty weak whistle on the baseline, but give Jalen Jackson 2 more. And Elijah Brown kind of whiffed on the steal attempt there, and Jackson got himself another bucket. He's got 12 as they keep feeding the fire. And a whistle here. Grant Brown going to check out, but Jade Moore, I think the official saw something on Moore. He might have some blood on the jersey, maybe on the nose. Lambert going to check in, as does number 4, Elijah Davis, for Snider. So a little size loss there as Brown and Jade Moore check out. Jalen Jackson hits the free throw, doing everything. He's got 13 of the Carroll 15, and I think Coach Beasley probably going to go right back to him on the other end. Billingsley, Stricker, play on, ball movement, Lambert, and again, Carroll defending the perimeter well. Jenkins got hit. As he cut back door, he beat Preston. and earned a trip to the free throw line, did the junior. 6:36. And he gets the first one to trickle in. Hanson Hafner, who played some good minutes last night against Northside. The freshman, number 2, checks in. He'll give Preston a breather. Gets that defensive rebound, and Jackson will initiate. Again, they love Carroll to have Jackson give it up, give him some screens, get him into the basket area where he's so good. He's got Davis on him right now. He's the third Panther to get Jackson defensive responsibilities. And Jackson just knows how to draw fouls. Just kind of hooked the defender there and drew a whistle. Sometimes if you make it look bad, the referees will be convinced it's a foul. 14 fouls apiece on this one, and that one, a little miscommunication, thrown out of bounds. It'll be a Snider inbound, 6:14 on the clock. For Snider, Billingsley, number 5. That's Cadrell Billingsley. Jenkins, Tyler Harding, Aiden Lambert, and Elijah Davis. They clear out the right block for Jenkins. He drives against Castater, and a bump called. Do
you think it was a 7:30? Huh?
Jade Moore checks back in. He's got it in his hands. And I think they're going to get him for a moving screen as the sideline official so 5:50, just under 6 minutes here remaining, and Carroll on the bounce. That'll be the first personal foul against Jade Moore, the senior, the lone senior on the roster for Snider. Reminder, Snider defending sectional champions. They won it last year in a thriller in the championship against the Northrop Bruins. Before, well, everybody's season was cut short. About the year anniversary for the state of Indiana in terms of COVID. Carson Jenkins. And that forces a Carroll timeout. The triple. So nice, we'll show it twice. Snider in transition. They will all shoot it. Davis going to drive the middle. Finding, just looking for a white jersey. He knows they will all let it go. And Jenkins finds the net. He's got 8 for the Panthers. We'll be right back here at SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location where people know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start.
Just a 30-second timeout. First timeout taken by either team after a Carson Jenkins 3 in transition. 5:25 remaining on the clock. And Carroll a little chin touch. And Jackson will send it, clear the left side. He's gotten in there so many times, missed that 2-footer. That was tough as he tried to add to his 13-point game-high total. Here's Lambert. So speedy. Defended by Castater. And Jenkins had it. He came down. Stricker was right there. And just one of those wrong spots, wrong time type of foul, as they're going to get Stricker with his first, but team 6th. And so Snider going to be in the one in the bonus on the next Carroll foul. The Chargers switch that screen. Jenkins, confident. Long, Lambert, timed that well. Got it by Hafner. I think he dribbled that through Hafner's legs and then turned it into a reverse layup on the other end. Stricker then runs over Davis. Davis pumped. Panthers with the lead and the ball. And Stricker just picked up his second back-to-back fouls in the span of about 30 seconds, and that's big because he provides so much for the Chargers. They bring Hedgecock back in. Diagonal screen for Jenkins. Moore, though, the screener becomes the cutter. Harding. Moore thought about the 24-footer. He hit 6 last night. Drives in to shoot a 2. He's allowed to do that. We're so used to seeing him hit 3s, none bigger than that one he hit in late double overtime Tuesday to tie the game against DeKalb. Hit an amazing shot after on a catch that he got at his ankles to force the third overtime that then Snider won. That time drove it into the basket area, did the senior Jade Moore. And a quick sub is Elijah Davis. Going to check out. Again, we're thrilled you're here with us, Summit City Sports. Andrew Wiss here with Adam Day on the call. And Thomas Latham providing our scanning left to right. The Panthers do bring in Grant Brown, and he's now got Jalen Jackson. Adam, I think I'd keep going to Jalen Jackson too, even though he missed that one.
Absolutely. He got off to a pretty strong start, especially when he gets around that basket. That's really where his game takes off, and he's been doing it all year, and we'll see if he does it again here as we continue. But what a finish right there.
And the Snider fans brought to their feet on the spin move by Carson Jenkins, and then the finger roll. He put a little sauce on the finish. The young man is confident. You love to see players confident on Championship Saturday.
Absolutely. And here's Jalen Jackson. We were just talking about him. He's at the top of the key. We'll see if he starts to get a little bit more aggressive throughout the game, starts to attack the basket. He loves the high post, but he also loves to dish it as he dishes it off to his teammate for the quick bucket, putting them down 3 now here with just under 3 minutes to go in the half. Yeah,
and he draws so much attention. You know, he caught that at the high post. You said that. And then had a cutter on the backside because I think everybody in white had at least one eye on number 11 in blue.
Foul there on Jalen Jackson, I believe. We'll see if that's what the ref tells the scores table. Oh, no. It was on number 14.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Castater for that one. Now, that's his second, team 8th against Carroll. One thing Carroll has done really all season, but especially in the sectional, is put the other team in foul trouble, been to the free throw line, shot much more than their opponent tonight. Snider winning that edge at the free throw line. And a new number in for the Chargers. Castater, again, we mentioned, picked up his second. Number 35 checks in. That's Keegan Rowe. We haven't seen him this sectional, but the junior 6 foot checks in for the Chargers. And then a timeout by Snider. Boy, before we go to break, and we are going to go to break, I got to show you that move, the spin move. Can go right and left, plus he can shoot it very hard to guard. Watch this move. Going to take it right between the legs, take it left, spin back. My goodness. Gym of the Night nominee from the junior Carson Jenkins. We'll be right back here after a brief break at Summit City Sports. I tell you what, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here while you watch Coach Beasley give his young guys some words of wisdom. Right now, you got to think, Adam, he's trying to tell them we need to win this last 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
Absolutely. Being down 5, if you can really cut into the lead, you don't even necessarily need to have the lead. I mean, it'd be great to go in, obviously, at the half with a 1 or 2 point lead, but even if you can just cut in, get a little momentum, feel good going to the locker room, it's going to be a close game, no matter who comes out on top here after these next 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, and sort of management strategy here. Both teams now have used one timeout in the first half. Bach said, I would expect a screen of some sort for number 11. There's a diagonal for Jackson.
Right there at the top of the key. He's looking, takes a handoff, drives it in, and one more pass. He puts it up. Oh, no, Jalen Jackson puts it back in. Big body, big board, big bucket.
And a very unique lineup out here for Carroll because of the foul trouble. They got Rudolph, Hedgecock, Rhodes, and Hafner. This is not the typical Carroll group as Brown offers up another three. He can't hit it. And so Jackson maybe feeling a little pressure to do a little bit more. Brown, great hands there. He kept backpedaling, no foul, and it'll be Carroll basketball.
Coach calling the out-of-bounds play here. Let the players get set up here just under 2 minutes. Crucial to really seize the opportunity here on these out-of-bounds plays. You get to set up in a nice set, look for that shot, but Snider defense all over it, knowing they're looking for that corner three. And again, Jalen Jackson right at the top of the key. Let him work from there. Takes the pull up, drills it once again.
And when you're so good at getting to the basket area, what does your defender do? Sag off. Jackson reads that, saw the space, hit the 17-footer.
And we're so used to seeing him around the basket that we forget that he can hit that shot. But can Elijah Brown? Oh, no, just short again. Undercut there. But he comes up, good sportsmanship there. High fives all around. We love to see that. Just two teams getting after it here in the sectional championship. Gets a little chippy, but we'll go to the line shooting too.
Yeah, you almost be a little upset if it didn't get chippy, right? Players are going to play hard and then go help the other guy up. And you know if you hit the ground, it's simply because the other team is playing hard, as they should. It's championship Saturday, a chance to play next Saturday in the regional, be presented with the trophy, and perhaps climb that ladder, be handed the scissors, and cut down the net. Somebody's going to do it tonight, and Jenkins now trying to will his team there. He's got 13 points, keep it at 13 as he misses that one. 1:15 to go here in quarter number 2. And again, Carroll patient here. You got to expect, though, Adam, that Jackson probably going to give it up, get it back, and if he can't get a shot in and around the basket area, draw another whistle, which he's so good at for the Chargers.
Absolutely, and we are in Indiana where there is no shot clock, so we'll see if Carroll dribbles the air out of the ball here this last minute, tries to go for that last shot, and it looks like Snider's going to let him.
You know, we mentioned, less than a minute ago that it was a 5-point game cut into the lead, and if you get the last shot, at most you're going to go down 2, you're going to go in the locker room down 2, perhaps tied, maybe even up 1. If you can hold it for the last shot, Snider now bringing out their pressure a little bit more.
He looks, swings it over. A lot of good screens, a lot of good ball movement. Really just trying to work it around until get about 12 seconds to attack, but they're going a little bit early, and we have the foul. Jalen Jackson going to line shooting 2 with 16 seconds left on the clock here within the half.
And you mentioned going early, but I think the pressure kind of forced them to want to attack, and if you get it to number 11, usually good things happen.
First shot up and good, putting them down just 1, got a couple substitutions.
And this might be an offensive-defensive substitution as Lambert and Elijah Davis, maybe also preventing further foul issues as Brown and, both Browns, Grant and Elijah Brown, check out. Hafner, the board. Rudolph steps into a top-of-the-key triple. Guess who on the offensive board? Jackson. 5 seconds. Davis looking. Lambert avoided the charge. Found Harding. Excellent basketball. Heads up basketball there at the end of the half, as we thought Jackson was going to hit the last bucket. Instead, Snider sprints it the other way. Avoid the charge. Bounce pass. Adam, I know you love bounce passes. And Tyler Harding gets the last bucket of the game.
Great on both ends. Carroll's got it going, feeling a little bit good after still being able to get the board off that missed free throw. And then Snider able to have the last strike there at the first half with that beautiful bounce pass. Great awareness, knowing how much time was left. Got it one more as the double team came. Easy layup to go into the half.
And we'll show it again. Watch this again. Here comes the help side defender as Hafner. Stop your feet. Bounce pass it. And Harding right there for the lay-in.
Beautiful.
An excellent first half. We'll be right back for the second 16 minutes. We're going to take a brief word as we give you some visuals from our sponsors here at Summit City Sports. Be back with some highlights of the first half, talk about what we expect to see in half number 2. We got a good one cooking in Kendallville here on SummitCitySports.com.
Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill. His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
And welcome back to halftime. Just under, I should say. 4 minutes to go here in halftime as the Panthers are walking out to warm it up for the second half. It was an entertaining, tight first half. Snider up 1. And why talk about it when we can show it to you? We're going to go right to some highlights from that first half and watch this first one. Snider got off to the scoring with a triple. They love perimeter shots offensively.
Absolutely. I mean, Jade Moore just set a single-game record, I believe, for Snider not too long ago for most threes in one game. And huge shot there.
Hit 9, I think, against Marion. Hit 6 last night, and the senior got things started for the Panthers offensively. And then this one, they got 25 points. They got 24 points, and Jalen Jackson's got 20 of them. Here's how he got 2 post-entry feed, and he's just good one-on-one.
Absolutely. High post, low post. Just get the ball to Jalen Jackson, and he'll do the rest.
And I don't expect much different from the Chargers here in the second half, although if the Panthers maybe collapse it in, the Chargers do have that three-point shooting. And then defensively, want to give a shout-out to the defense. Again, a little bit of a low-scoring first half. Watch the transition defense of Snider here. On the miss, Carroll did this effectively last night. Watch the leak out. Again, just a deflection, but that's a layup-saving deflection. Well ingrained into those Panthers by Coach Roush, getting back defensively, not giving up freebies for the Panthers. And then again, Carroll going to get another bucket here from, guess who? Gets his own miss. Watch the up fake. Get the defender up, patient down there, the long reach, strong, athletic. 2 more of his game-high 20 points. He's on pace to score 40. We'll see if he can do that. And then here comes the Snider shooting again. Actually, Jackson, watch this move from Jackson. Going to go right, spin it, reverse it, count the bucket plus the harm. He is hard to guard. And then later at him, we saw him kind of that defender was backing off, and he hit the mid-range pull-up on him.
Absolutely. I mean, we could sit here for the next minute and 20 before the second half starts and just watch Jalen Jackson highlights. He's just that good, and he's showing it here today. And
I think Carroll fans would love it if we did that. And then after that bucket, again, in transition, watch Davis here. He's searching, already on the bounce, searching for white jerseys, and Jenkins, he hit one, I think, from 26 feet last night. That one from 24 feet. The juniors got 13 first-half points for the Panthers, leading scorer for Snider. And then again, here's another Carroll offensive. Actually, this is going to be a Snider clip. Jenkins miss. Watch this. Offensive rebound. Going to dribble it between Hafner's legs. Lambert. I don't know if that's a Trae Young nutmeg, but we'll call it. We'll say we like it. And then we liked the Jackson move earlier, but this one might be the play of the half. Watch it as Jenkins gets it. Goes right, goes left. Spin cycle, and then the finish. And clapping for himself. The Snider fans also clapping for him on that one as they got off the benches here at East Noble High School. Liking what they see, and I think the fans are in for a good second half here. A little foul update for the Chargers as they ended that first half with some subs on the floor. Castater with 2 fouls, Stricker with 2 fouls, Cody Berkey with 2 fouls. They are all back on the floor, so the starting 5 for Carroll, for Snider, Lambert, Jenkins, Moore, Brown, and Tyler Harding, the starting 5 for Snider.
Yeah, I got to see a lot of great highlights there of Jackson and Jenkins going back and forth, and I feel like we might start the half off with the same thing. Oh, loses the ball there.
And as Preston fell, I think Moore kind of lost his balance. Preston, quick cross in transition. Boy, that sophomore can score from a couple levels. We haven't seen him get to the rim much in transition, but that was a heck of a move by the sophomore against the backpedaling Tyler Harding. And Harding doesn't blink. Catches, shoots, triple for the Panthers. He's got 5. And Snider back up 2. Coach Beasley calls out the set. They clear out. Well, they're going to go box set. Little horns look, actually.
Looking down low again, but decides to kick it back out. And we have a drive. Oh, foul there. Maybe a smart foul. Or else he would have had an easy layup. But
and this is how the Coach Roush and the Panthers started out the game with Grant Brown, 6'4" junior, defending Jalen Jackson. And then he got multiple Panther defenders. Brown, he also saw Davis defending him. But I think Grant Brown, if he can stay on the floor, stay out of foul trouble, hard to do when you're defending number 11. I think Brown's the defender for Snider. As Jade Moore, Carroll missed a couple close ones, and here comes Snider. And again, good transition defense. I think Berkey could have had a run had he peeked his eyes, but good transition defense again for the Panthers.
They're really looking to get it down low, and Jackson draws the foul there.
He is a low. That's like trying to pick up a refrigerator by yourself, you know? Call the neighbor over. Oh, what? Nobody's home with the neighbor. Walk across the cul-de-sac, check the next house. Oh, you got to pick up the refrigerator by yourself. Good luck with that.
And he sinks the first. I think Andrew Wiss over here is moving a couple things around his house. I think he's hinting at me that he needs my help here.
Get a dolly, get something, but you're going to need a help defender with number 11 in the basket area.
And we'll see if they make that adjustment, maybe draw 2 every time he catches in the post, but that's a dangerous strategy as teams have done that before this season, and you have great shooters like Cody Berkey outside ready to knock down that 3, but Snider takes a 3 themselves, misses it, but the board kicks it out. Jenkins drives, he takes a shot, and he sinks it.
Tough mid-range pull-up, and then a quick Snider timeout from Coach Roush. And again, that was one thing you see in the Snider offense, 5 around the perimeter. Sometimes the box out is all the more tougher with that spacing. And so Tyler Harding, they got him listed at 5'9", but he came in there from the perimeter, got the offensive rebound, and I think in large part due to their offensive spacing for the Panthers.
Absolutely. You love to see the guards get in there and grab a couple boards among the bigs.
And we'll show it again here. Watch this miss from Lambert. Harding going to fly in, and then this is a tough pull-up against the defender. I think that was Preston right in his face, and Jenkins adds 2 more to his team-high 15 points here in the third quarter. 6:03 remaining here in quarter number 3. No team can really escape the other. 4-point lead might be the biggest lead in this game.
Yeah, I know both coaches want their teams to go on a little run here, but just both these teams are just so determined, and awkward pass there that gets deflected a little bit out of bounds, but it will be Snider's ball here going the other way. Jenkins bring the ball up the court, and we'll see what Jenkins gets him in here on offense.
A little 1-4 high set here, and they're going to inbound it at the elbow. This is Moore. And really just a baseline clear out for Lambert. Got a great look. That was by design. Get action, but clear out the block.
Oh, and we have a charge going the other way. Hey, sometimes when the fridge falls over, somebody's going down with them. And
and credit Davis here. Watch, this is not just anybody coming at you. This is Jalen Jackson. Davis going to backpedal. You call it. Was he set? Oh, great defensive position by number 4 in white. The referee right on it. Another baseline clear out. And Stricker, what great defensive hands by the senior, Sam Stricker.
Cody Berkey for 3. Oh, just a little long. Ball's bounced around, results in a foul. Normally Berkey hits those. We haven't seen much from him tonight as he leaves 0 on the scoreboard, but I'm sure he'll put it through the hoop here at some point.
He is a perimeter shooter indeed. Got a great look there. Hasn't had many tonight. And with 5:07 remaining, that's the third team foul against Snider, just one team foul against the Chargers. And so Elijah Davis, that'll be his third personal. And so checking in for him, the sophomore number 2, Elijah Brown.
And there he is for that 3 look, and he sinks it just like I said. I knew he was going to put one in.
Shooters got to shoot. The mindset of the next one's going in. You love that out of your senior, especially on Championship Saturday.
And knowing Snider, they're going to put one in themselves here soon, and he does. Baseline, beautiful drive, up and under. Aiden Lambert, great finish.
And that's not just against any defender. Stricker, we mentioned, he is an excellent perimeter defender, but Lambert, a great shot fake and quick. I mean, quick like quick. Got to the baseline, reversed it, and Snider they leave that block empty. They leave the backside block empty as well. It makes it tough for that Carroll help side to be there on time.
Elijah Brown looking to front Jalen Jackson, throw it right over the top. Great entry pass. That's pretty difficult with the backboard in the way. And we have another charge going the other way.
Excellent job. Cody Berkey, I think, stepped in. He took a big one last night late in the fourth quarter in their win against Northside. Does it again. And defense by committee there for the Chargers. Couple of substitutions here now. Elijah Davis coming back in, as is number 10, Karan Billingsley for Coach Roush's group. 4:08 here in quarter number 3.
And if I'm a player on defense right now, I'm looking to get my feet set and get a third charge here. If the refs keep calling the charges, I'm going to keep taking them. And Cody Berkey comes off the screen. Miss. Great board right there. We're going the other way. Karan Billingsley, pass it up. Spin move, back out.
And again, good transition defense by Carroll.
Wide open, looks for the 3, just a little short. Got a rebound, quick outlet pass. Can he get there? No, he can't.
We showed you that in the first half, and it was Jade Moore in the first half. It was Jade Moore here in the third quarter. Great transition defense. Stricker got the outlet, and you see those wings for the Chargers just take off like cannonballs out of a rocket. Stricker looks for him. Great transition defense there by the Panthers.
Great defense leads to great offense here as they swing the ball around looking for another bucket. Could be a big swing. Jenkins, tough shot, spin move, and Carroll gets the rebound off that. Coach is asking for an over-the-back call, but he does not get it, and Carroll is bringing it up, looking to set something up, or maybe just take it right to the hoop as they dish it down to Jalen Jackson one more time.
And again, that angle is there on the catch only if you aggressively attack it. And on that catch, Jackson closed out offensively, attacked that lay-in. Heck of a bounce pass from Stricker, but give Jackson credit. He caught it aggressive on offense, and he's got 26 points, does Jalen Jackson for Carroll. 26 of their 35.
Tough shot. Going the other way. Looking to get a big defensive stop here. Carroll has a 3-point lead, and I may be wrong, but this might be their biggest lead of the night. It certainly is one of the biggest leads we've seen in a while, and obviously 3 points is not saying much, but they extend it there to 5. And we have some sort of foul called on Jalen Jackson. A little push in the back, a little unnecessary considering that the shot was going in, but they call it nonetheless.
Yeah, that'll be his second. An away from the ball foul, so the second team foul against Carroll. 2:12 and a 5-point lead now. Biggest lead of the game for Carroll. 2:08. Jenkins defended by Jackson. These two juniors have been playing against each other for years. Pull up 3. And Stricker just cleaning up the defensive rebounds for Coach Beasley's group. Carroll patient here. Last time they really spread it out wide, and Preston, who just subbed out, and Zachary Castater checked in. Drove it, got it into the basket area. Now 4 around 1, trying to look at Jackson in the basket area.
Jenkins on the help side there. Berkey was looking for the entry pass, but Jenkins on the backside didn't let him get it in. They work it around a little bit more, get a much open shot there.
And Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter, 28 on the game, but give his teammates credit. They are finding him. They're getting to the paint under control. He gets a steal here. Here come the Chargers.
Little drive looking, pump fake, another drive, another pump fake.
Boy, good patience by Carroll. What a pass from Stricker to Jackson.
And they are now at a 9-point lead with just 40 seconds left in this quarter.
Stricker playing Santa Claus here in the third quarter, just delivering gifts to Jalen Jackson. He's got 30.
Snider looking to answer, hits a big three from Jade Moore.
And they needed it. I thought Coach Roush was going to call a timeout, but he trusted his group there, and the senior stepped up big. We're now at 15 seconds. If Snider can get a stop here, boy, they are right in this thing. Let's see what the Chargers do. Looks like ball screen action for Jackson.
Deep three. Drills it right back.
He's got 33, and none nicer than that one. Watch it. He's just going to dribble it out. We kept talking about his ability in the basket area. Watch it. Defender goes underneath. Splash. 20 in the first half. 13 in the third quarter for the junior. And what a game for Jalen Jackson. We'll pause it and be right back here for the final 8 minutes here at Kendallville in the 4A East Noble Sectional Championship. And welcome back to quarter number 4. It was a 2-point Snider lead at halftime. Actually, I think it was a 1-point Snider lead at halftime. And Carroll, just like they did last night against Northside, come out and just own quarter number 3 in large part to guess who? Number 11, Jalen Jackson. He's got the ball in his hands right now at the top of the key. Two more points, and again, the recipient of excellent team passing by his teammates.
Absolutely. You wish they had an assist put up on the board, because I'd love to see how many assists his teammates have tonight. But he certainly gets a lot of credit for quite the finishes that he's had. Just short on the 3 ball, and we're really waiting for Jenkins, Jade Moore, somebody to answer that call and end this little run that Carroll's had that goes back to the third quarter. And we'll see if Snider's able to step up. But first, quick pass, and Carroll's clicking. Jalen Jackson returning the favor. We've seen Stricker have a few passes himself, and Jalen Jackson gets it right back to him.
And the Carroll fans erupting. They love it. What do they love? Well, we'll show it to you. In the third quarter, it was Stricker finding Jackson a couple of times. Watch this one. Jump stop, bounce pass, an aggressive catch. And then this is actually a different clip, but again, guess who on the pass? Stricker. Watch this. Somehow snuck it by Jade Moore. And again, Jackson just cutting, finding openings, but his teammates finding him. And then this is how he ended the third quarter. Ball screen, quick flick and splash. The junior has 35. I said 35 points, and we still got 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And then you mentioned it, little switching of roles as this time Jackson going to find Stricker on the ball screen.
Yep, normally we see the reverse, but right there, Stricker with a great finish through the contact. And Jalen Jackson said, you know what, I'll get a couple assists in here at the same time.
Sharing is caring. Somebody, I think that was one of the keys for Coach Beasley. He wrote it on the board at halftime, I believe. They are assisting on almost every field goal make here in half number 2. The Panthers need this one.
Brown just off target, and Snider still waiting for somebody to find the back of the net. We'll see if they're able to do it here. Come over and
give them credit. They have rebounded defensively very well, limiting the Panthers to one shot when they miss. Stricker, that time it was, I believe, Preston on the rebound, but excellent defensive cleaning of the glass by these Carroll Chargers here in the second half.
They called a foul there on Jade Moore. They said he reached in, and he's going to go ahead and check out of the game. Oh, no, excuse me. Brown was going to check out of the game. Jade Moore is still staying in the game. Jalen Jackson looking for the lob over the top, but that Carroll patience, Elijah Brown all over him, like the blue on his jersey. We'll see how many points Elijah Brown lets him score here. He looks determined to shut him down here in these last 6 minutes.
And nobody in white has been able to stop him. He has been an offensive force and just finds creative ways to get angles, like right there. Just reads the defense, saw the defense reach for it. And again, with his wingspan, his reach, you're not going to get around and get that steal. If you can just stay chest to chest with him and let him miss, I think that's your best hope, because that reach, you're not going to get steals, at least on the post entry. A huge asset for that number 11, the wingspan.
Just off the mark again. We're waiting for...
and one shot rebounded by Carroll.
Yeah, yep, just like you said, and here comes Carroll looking to convert, and that is point number 39 for Jalen Jackson. He's just a bucket away from the 4-0 mark.
And we gotta get a look at his career high. Jenkins draws a whistle, and the Panthers, boy, they just need a chance to catch their breath, see a basket go in. They haven't scored yet here in the fourth quarter, but this has got to be a career high for Jalen Jackson. 39, and no bigger stage to do it on than sectional championship Saturday.
Absolutely. Rising to the occasion, but Carson Jenkins there drills his first free throw, and that's got to feel good to see, like you said, see that ball go through the basket. We'll see if he gets this second one here. And he does. Subbing in for the shooter, Harding, and we have a quick timeout here with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left in the ball game. Carroll 52, Snider 37.
And we'll be right back with that final 5:22 after a brief word from our sponsors.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people who know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action as you stare at the score. Carroll with a 15-point lead, 5:22 remaining, and after the Jenkins free throws, he'll get a breather. And Snider going to pick up a little full court press here.
A little high 1-2-2, looking for those traps. Carroll's able to break it, though, here on this first run. Coach had to switch something up there in the huddle. Decided to go a little full court pressure. And it looks like Jade Moore now has the task of guarding Jalen Jackson. Forces a turnover. Can he convert on the other end? Oh, and a charge going the other way. Snider fans a little upset, thinking that there was a minimal contact and a possible flop. but the Carroll fans love it as they get the ball back here with just under 5 minutes to go.
And Jackson did just make a mistake there. He is human. I was beginning to worry about his ability to make mistakes, but he did. Oh, and Preston might have got away with a drag there. But did turn it over. But again, great transition defense by the Chargers. They got back, drew the charge. Nothing easy here in the second half, excuse me.
And you can see the pressure. It leads right to that turnover. A little foul from behind.
In the NBA, I think they call that a clear path.
Yeah.
Here, just a highlight preventing foul there, I think, on Ryan Preston. Yeah, he really didn't make a play on the ball. I understand the Snider fans' disappointment with the whistle.
But, hey, it turns out for the Snider Panthers as they turn that into a three-pointer. A big shot there from Harding as they run back on defense looking for another steal, but Carroll is able to take advantage of the pressure and once again find their own number 11 under the basket for his point number 41, clearing that 40-point mark. And we got a foul on the floor.
41. We got to check it. That's got to be, my guess is a career high for Jalen Jackson. 41 of the 54 Carroll points. And again, there's still 4 minutes to go here. I don't even think he's thinking about the 50-point mark because he's focused on winning the game, winning the sectional, but a lot of basketball left.
Absolutely. And
the way Snider shoots it, they are not out of it. They've been a little cold here, at least from the perimeter in the second half. Credit the Carroll defense. They have made things difficult, as they did last night in the second half against Northside. But don't count them out the way they can shoot it from behind the arc.
Absolutely. Looking, driving, looking for something. Jade Moore does draw the foul. And will we be shooting 1-1?
And that's going to be the fourth personal foul on Sam Stricker. I believe Cass State are going to run to the scoreboard to check in for him. Couple of subs actually for both teams as Jade Moore steps to the free throw line. That is the 7th team foul against Carroll, so Snider in the bonus.
Couple big free throws here, just under 4 minutes, down 14. As you said, it's definitely doable here with how well the Snider shoots the ball, but we'll see if he can convert on this 1-and-1. And he does. Sinks the first. Big shot. Cuts the lead down to 13 now, and he's looking to make it just a 12-point lead for the Carroll Chargers.
Moore now with 9 points for Snider, make it 10, and a 12-point Carroll lead. And some full court. You mentioned that 1-2-2 full court pressure now for the Panthers.
And although they were able to break it a couple times, they also were able to force a couple turnovers. High risk, high reward. Oh, what a find! Jalen Jackson was trying to dunk that one, but he ended up missing. Carroll's calling for a foul. But Jade Moore, while they're calling for the foul, says, let me have 3 of those, and cuts the lead to single digits. Just a 9-point lead here with 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Full timeout.
Talk about a 5-point swing. Watch it. You mentioned the fine Hedgecock finding Jackson. Got a little too far underneath, and then Moore. This is in transition, sprinting to the wing.
Great
tickling
shot.
The nylon. And don't look now, but Snider down 9 and a Carroll timeout. We'll be right back with the final 3:37 here at Summit City Sports. welcome back to fourth quarter action. A little 5-0 Snider run has them back within striking distance after that Jade Moore triple. And now it looks like man full court pressure from the Snider defense. Deflected, and they'll say stay with Carroll. Jackson, now your inbounder. On the floor for Carroll, Berkey, Hedgecock, Hafner, the freshman, Jackson, and then Castater.
Castater deep, but Jade Moore saw him there before they could get it up the court. But Cody Berkey, easy pass, easy layup.
And another layup missed, that time by Hafner. Snider the other way, Moore. Oh, that would have been a shot.
Couple in and out buckets, and it looks like we're going to have a jump ball here as both teams get after it. Jade Moore showing a little frustration there after he just missed an easy bunny.
And a couple of missed layups in transition. Carroll's got it to the right person as they broke the press the last two occasions, but couldn't finish the lay-in, and the jump ball possession arrow was going to say keep it with Snider with 3:19 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and we see Carson Jenkins checking back into the game. I believe he was on the bench with a little bit of foul trouble, but they say with 3 minutes 18 seconds left in the sectional championship, we got to get him in so he can make plays like that and gets himself to the free throw line shooting too.
Yeah, they got him for just one. Actually, they don't have him up there. We'll see. We'll just let you know how many fouls Jenkins does have. I love how he caught it there without dribbling and attacked, drew the whistle. You love when players catch it in the basket area to go score without dribbling. Then you got a chance to dribble away from help, dribble to attack if you need it. And also now you got to like Snider scoring with the clock stopped.
Absolutely. Good aggressive takes. Only down 8 now. Jenkins looking to cut it down to 7.
Team foul update. Carroll with 8 team fouls. Snider with 6 as Jenkins hits both. And checking in for him, that'll be number 5. This offense-defense substitution, I think, to prevent further fouls against Jenkins.
Carroll moving the ball up quick, but that pressure gets to him. Almost a steal for Snider. Fantastic hustle there from Billingsley.
Has a seat in the front row. And then returns to social distancing by walking back onto the court.
Yeah, absolutely. Landed right among Jalen Jackson's family after almost stealing the ball from Jalen Jackson's team. And he's looking back in the high post. They're looking for him. Elijah Brown continuing to play the defense. Again, perfect entry pass. But they're able, Carroll's asking for a foul due to a little bit of contact there, but...
Yeah, Billingsley came down as the help defender. There was a great lob pass from Stricker. He is a efficient passer for the Chargers.
And he's looking to make one more pass. Finds Hedgecock, who finds Stricker again. Back and forth action between Hedgecock and Stricker. They get the ball to Jalen Jackson, and they're looking to set a screen so he can drive to the hole, and that's exactly what he does.
And the lane just parted. Jackson, that might be his easiest 2 points of the game. He's gotten some easy ones on some nice dishes from teammates. Just strolled into the lane on that one.
And a foul there on Jalen Jackson as Elijah Brown crashing the board after the Jade Moore miss. Great hustle, great effort, and that's what it's going to take here to close the gap here, this 9-point gap with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 2 more points for Jackson. He's got a game-high, likely career-high 43. That's right, 43 points for the junior Jackson. And again, Snider a chance to score here with the clock stopped.
And he sinks it, which is huge because it was a 1-and-1 situation. As they sit at 9 team fouls, one more and it'll be the double bonus. But the front end of that 1-and-1 was huge.
And Jenkins checks back in. They just got him for 2 fouls. Carson Jenkins, 19 points. He's back on the floor.
Hedgecock splits the defender. Stricker, one more pass. Ball movement. Jalen Jackson down the middle, but he misses. Jade Moore takes it to the other end. He's looking to go straight to the basket, loses it. A lot of chaos, resulting in a Carroll layup and a quick timeout. Oh, no timeout, inadvertent whistle. He thought he heard timeout there from Coach Beasley, but that was not the case, and we play on.
Timeout scenario. Snider with 1 timeout remaining. Carroll with 3. And a 10-point cushion right now for the Chargers. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Almost had a steal, but instead an and one. Harding with the great finish at the basket. It's going to take big plays like those to take the lead.
Yeah, not by design. Hedgecock almost had that steal. Jackson came over for the block attempt, and Harding, the tough bucket plus the harm. He's going to have a chance at a free throw after this. Carroll, I believe, 30-second timeout. It is a 30-second timeout, so let's go ahead and show you that bucket plus the harm. Watch Harding end up with it, gets hit, gets it to go, and he's got a chance again when we get back for a free throw to cut the deficit to 7 with 1:49 remaining.
And 7's really a crucial number. It puts you at 3 possessions, but a doable 3 possessions with just under 2 minutes left to go. Minute 49 on the clock.
And Snider hanging in. Watch this one from earlier. Jackson going to miss the lay-in, and Snider sprints it the other way. The senior wanting to play next weekend. Doesn't want to see his high school career come to an end tonight. Doing all he can is Jade Moore, and now Tyler Harding, the junior, going to have a free throw. You got to expect some full court pressure here on a make.
Absolutely. And you love to see Snider no quit as they look to stay in this game. Tip out off the miss. They get the ball back. Harding kicks it out to Jenkins. Jenkins drives, decides not to shoot it. Elijah Brown does decide to shoot it, and he drills it from the corner. What a shot!
Give him 3. I think the arc angle on that was 22 degrees.
And another steal! Oh, and they say he's out of bounds.
What action here. 1:31 remaining. An Elijah Brown 3, almost a Harding steal. It's a 5-point game.
And if he didn't step out there, that would have been a quick one-possession game. But Stricker says, you know what? I also want to play next weekend, and flushes it home on the fast break layup.
That was a go route, and what a pass. I think that was Berkey on the pass. Harding going to lift a 3.
He knew he was off, almost got his own rebound as Stricker looks to pass out of it, but it's another steal. Harding to Brown. Oh, just misses it as Carroll's doing everything they can to just get the ball on this side of half court. And Jalen Jackson gets 2 more points for a 45-point night and returns the lead back to 9. Really sucking the life out of Snider with a dunk and then the quick layup on the other end, and we're going to have a timeout here. Snider fans not too happy with some of the calls. Carroll fans happy with some of the plays, and we're still in a reasonable game here. 9-point lead with 44 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and what a 2.5 minute, what a minute spurt here. Up and down, amazing effort by both teams. And Jalen Jackson, I thought he was going to dribble that out, but I don't blame him for attacking the basket. He's got 45 points tonight, and maybe none bigger than those 2. You mentioned the Stricker dunk. Let's show it to you on the inbound. How do you beat pressure? You run the go route. Carroll had a nice football season this past fall. Watch this pass.
Nobody back, and that's the problem with playing that high 1-2-2. It's great to get pressure, but if you can sneak somebody by there and you can capitalize on it, it ends with a 2 points and a fancy 2 points there with Stricker flushing it home.
And again, 43.9 seconds remaining. Carroll with the ball. They got to go full court, and your inbounder this time is going to be Hedgecock. He has played well tonight, has number 15, the senior Hedgecock.
Sets a screen. Stricker fakes long, comes back, but they get it in, and they're able to work it around. Pass up, Stricker. One more pass. Oh! Looked almost like he was going up with 2 for a slam. Castater does draw the foul, though.
Yeah, Castater went upstairs. Lambert rose up as well. Couple of athletes meeting above the rim. I never got an invitation to a meeting above the rim myself, but those two athletes, they did draw the... Cascador did draw the whistle, knocks it in, and a 10-point lead, and it might take a miracle now here for the Panthers. 35 seconds on the clock.
With that miss, just 30 seconds on the clock, a little miscommunication between Jenkins and Jade Moore, and the ball goes out of bounds. That's a crucial turnover here in these last 30 seconds. Carroll gets the ball, and they'll look to inbound it, send another deep, interesting inbounds pass. Stricker jumping out of bounds, but able to tip it back in, gets the ball up the court, and now they're just playing keep away, knowing that Snider will have to foul here. Or maybe not. I thought Stricker might take advantage of that layup.
And the Carroll fans rising to their feet. 10 seconds now. Last year, Snider was crowned sectional champions. This year, it's going to be the Blue Chargers. That it is your final. Carroll, the 4A Sectional 5 East Noble Sectional champions, as the coaches give each other congratulations. And congratulations to the Carroll Chargers.
Yeah, big congratulations. And Jalen Jackson with a phenomenal 45-point game. And he's over there embracing his mom, his family all around him.
And you gotta love that scene. A great moment for mom and son there, as what a phenomenal performance by the Chargers. But especially that guy, number 11, 45. That is not a misquote by us. 45 points, a career high for the junior, and no bigger stage to do it on than Championship Saturday.
Absolutely. And really happy to see all the Carroll teammates coming together. It's been a tough year for everybody, all teams involved. But to come out sectional champions in a year like this, it's even extra special. Overcoming all those obstacles with COVID, and you can see the emotions coming from all the players.
And a great moment here for the Snider seniors as they are presented with the championship trophy, and what a moment that is to hoist it up as they are going to advance in the 4A state tournament play to next Saturday's regional. That'll be down at Logansport in the Berry Bowl. And again, we mentioned Jalen Jackson. We call him the maestro because he does so much, but tonight he really, and credit his teammates as they found him open on multiple occasions, but really was aggressive offensively. Watch this one. He's going to get the ball screen. This is in the fourth quarter. Finds Stricker. He draws so much attention, does Jackson. And then a little bit later, watch this one. His teammates finding him. Actually, this was Harding driving it. My apologies. What a play late there. That junior was playing his tail off there late in the fourth quarter, but he finds it. And again, even when he doesn't have an advantage in terms of numbers, he finds creases to just get his body to the basket area. He's so confident, so patient down there. Watch this pass from Stricker. He's going to catch it, the back cut. Always looking for their teammates. And Jackson, just so we could show you highlight after highlight, I think they're in the basket area of that young man scoring tonight. 45 points in the championship victory.
Absolutely, and we see the team, their families cheering. It's a great moment, and we'll continue to give the accolades and recognition that Carroll deserves, but want to give a huge shout-out also to the Snider Panthers. They played hard this entire game, made some big shots late, cut it down to just a couple possessions there at the end. Weren't able to do it, but they never gave up. It's always tough to see a great ball club not able to pull it out, but only one team can win, only one team can move on to regional, and your sectional champs, the Carroll Chargers, are the one to pull it out tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned that Snider earned the right to be here. They had to play 44 minutes on Tuesday just to advance. And the triple overtime thriller against DeKalb. That was in round 1. Defeated the host school East Noble last night. And what a run for Coach Roush's group as they just fall short to the Carroll Chargers, who played phenomenal basketball tonight. And let's just show you one more highlight as a little dance party there in center court. You gotta love it. You mentioned what a year it's been for all basketball players, all high school teams, no matter your sport, due to COVID and the restrictions, the protocols, and so on. And so you love a celebration moment like that. But, watch this. Stricker, they found him on so many occasions. Give his teammates credit, but also give Jackson credit. He works his tail off to find angles, show his hands, find moments where he can, just find a crease, find an opening where his teammates can get him the basketball, and then he finishes as well as anybody we've seen this year.
Absolutely, and it's nothing new. They've been doing this all year long. Jalen Jackson, great player. The teammates, great passes all year long, great shots, but they really take it to the next level here tonight. And he puts up 45. We can say it again and again. Drive that point home.
And I think the Carroll coaching staff knew they had to. They watched Snider play last night. They knew they were going to face an excellent opponent in the Panthers tonight, and just able to come out. They took care of the basketball. Also want to credit their team rebounding defensively, especially in that third quarter, early fourth. Every time Snider missed, it was two Carroll hands, grabbing the defensive boards. No extra possessions in the second half for the Panthers.
Yeah, I believe that's Ryan Preston being the first to hold the scissors, take a snip at the top of that ladder, just cut off a piece, holds it, shows it to the crowd.
Little piece of memorabilia, and what a moment. Not every sport gets to climb a ladder as a championship experience, and I've been able to climb a ladder, obviously in large part due to my teammates because I wasn't very good, but I got to cut down a net. I still have that net. I had scissors in my hand, and it's just something to be up there knowing that you earned that net and get to keep it for life. It's better than a trophy. It's better than, I think, a picture. I hope these young men are smart enough to keep that net somewhere and not lose it as Cody Berkey now climbs it up. And so a neat moment for Carroll. And as we look ahead, again, we're congratulating them. But as we look ahead, they are your Sectional 5 champions here at East Noble. They do advance to the Logansport Regional next Saturday. I believe they will be Game 2, which on a typical championship regional Saturday, that'll be, I believe, the 15th. Check me if I'm wrong. Next Saturday.
Next Saturday is actually the 13th.
The 13th. I believe it'll be the noon game, and they will play either Lafayette Jeff. We don't have the results of this yet. Lafayette Jeff or McCutcheon. Those two teams were battling in the championship there in the Lafayette Harrison sectional. And then also going to that regional, we don't have the results of this either, will be Homestead or New Haven. They were battling over at Columbia City tonight for sectional championship trophy hosting abilities, and then they will play the winner. Homestead or New Haven will play the winner of Carmel or Westfield, who are battling down in the Carmel sectional. And so a very, very tough regional, as every regional you could argue in the state is. But one more. Congratulations to the Carroll Chargers as they defeat Northrop, Northside, and then tonight Snider for the victory.
Yeah, great job, great team effort, and it really all comes together when you get to cut down the net with your teammates. Congratulations to the Carroll Chargers on a great season and a great sectional, great performances, and we hope to see some more and wish them luck as they continue on next weekend.
Excellent. Okay, we appreciate you streaming with us, whether it was on IHSAA TV or SummitCitySports.com. For our videographer extraordinaire, Thomas Latham, color commentary, Adam Day, I'm Andrew West. We'll be with you. We'll be bringing you regional action next Saturday here on SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Did you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.